Hello friends, and welcome back. Today we are going to learn about one of the greatest sporting events in the world while also improving our English. Have you ever wondered why millions of people stop everything just to watch a football match? Why do fans cry, celebrate, and remember certain moments for the rest of their lives? The answer is simple. The FIFA World Cup is much more than a football tournament. It is a celebration of dreams, teamwork, passion, and hope. Every 4 years, the world's best national teams come together to compete for one goal: to become world champions. Players spend years preparing for this moment. Children dream of wearing their country's jersey. Families and friends gather to watch the matches together. For a few weeks, the whole world feels connected. In today's lesson, we will learn useful English through a simple and natural story. Along the way, you will discover practical vocabulary, everyday expressions, and inspiring life lessons from the history of the FIFA World Cup. Let's begin our story. It was a bright Saturday morning, and Daniel was excited. Today was special because the FIFA World Cup was about to begin. He had been waiting for this day for months. His living room was decorated with football scarves and small national flags. His younger brother, Alex, walked into the room and smiled. "You look very excited," Alex said. Daniel laughed. "Of course. The World Cup only comes once every 4 years." Alex sat beside him. "I like football," he said, "but why is the World Cup so important?" Daniel thought for a moment before answering. "The World Cup is where the best players represent their countries. They are not only playing for themselves. They are playing for millions of fans." Alex nodded. "That makes it feel much more meaningful. This teaches us an important lesson. When people work for something bigger than themselves, they often give their very best." Useful expressions include, "I can't wait," "This is a dream come true," "I'm cheering for my team," "Good luck." These are common phrases you can use when talking about sports and exciting events. As the opening match began, the stadium was full of energy. Fans were singing. Flags were waving. Everyone looked excited. Daniel smiled. "Listen to the crowd," he said. "The atmosphere is incredible." Alex looked around on television. "It feels like the whole world is watching together." Daniel nodded. "And in many ways they are. The FIFA World Cup brings together people from different countries, cultures, and languages. For a short time, millions of people share the same excitement. Sport has a special way of connecting people. After the first match, Daniel asked his father, "Do you remember your first World Cup?" His father smiled. "I certainly do. I watched it with my family many years ago. We didn't have a big television, but we enjoyed every minute." Daniel listened carefully. "Were the matches exciting?" His father laughed. "Every World Cup creates unforgettable memories. Some matches are surprising. Some are emotional. Some become part of football history forever. Life is similar. We may not remember every ordinary day, but we always remember special moments that touch our hearts." Useful vocabulary includes champion, victory, defeat, tournament, supporter, final. These words are useful in sports conversations and everyday English. The next day, Daniel met his friend Emma at a nearby cafe. She noticed he was reading an article about football. So, she asked, "Who do you think will win the World Cup?" Daniel smiled. "It's impossible to know. Every team has a chance." Emma nodded. "That's what makes football exciting. Sometimes the strongest team loses. Sometimes an underdog surprises everyone." Daniel agreed. Anything can happen. This is another important lesson. In life, success is never guaranteed. Hard work, preparation, and determination often matter more than predictions. Useful expressions include: anything is possible, never give up, believe in yourself, the game isn't over yet. These simple sentences are useful both in sports and in daily life. As the tournament continued, Daniel noticed something interesting. The greatest players were talented, but they also worked together as a team. No player could win the World Cup alone. Every pass mattered. Every save mattered. Every goal depended on teamwork. Daniel said, "This reminds me of my workplace." Emma smiled. Exactly. In every successful company, people work together. Football teaches us valuable lessons about communication, trust, and responsibility. Useful workplace expressions include: let's work together. We make a great team. I appreciate your support. Let's achieve our goal. These phrases are helpful in both professional and personal conversations. A few days later, Daniel watched an exciting match with his neighbors. One team scored an early goal. Everyone celebrated loudly. But during the second half, the other team fought back and won the match. Alex looked surprised. I thought the game was over. Daniel smiled. Never lose hope. The match isn't finished until the final whistle. This lesson applies to life too. Many people quit too early. Sometimes success comes just before the end. Those who continue fighting often discover opportunities that others never see. Later that evening, Daniel read about the history of the FIFA World Cup. He learned that the very first tournament was held in 1930. Since then, many legendary players and unforgettable teams have inspired millions around the world. Every generation has its own heroes. Some became famous because of their incredible goals. Others became legends because they never stopped believing in themselves. Daniel realized something important. Greatness is built through years of practice, discipline, and patience. Nobody becomes a champion overnight. Useful motivational expressions include: practice makes progress. Stay disciplined. Keep improving. Success takes time. These phrases are easy to remember and useful in everyday English. The tournament reached the knockout stage. Every match became more intense. Every mistake became more costly. The pressure was higher than ever. Daniel noticed that the best players remained calm even during difficult moments. His father explained, Experience teaches people how to stay calm under pressure. Daniel nodded. I want to become like that. Whether in football, school, work, or life, staying calm helps us make better decisions. Confidence grows through preparation. Preparation creates success. Finally, the day of the World Cup final arrived. Millions of people around the world were watching. Families gathered together. Restaurants were full. Living rooms became small stadiums. Everyone hoped their favorite team would lift the famous trophy. The match was exciting from beginning to end. Both teams played with determination. Neither side wanted to give up. After 90 intense minutes, one team became world champion. The players celebrated with tears of joy. Some cried because years of hard work had finally paid off. Others thanked their families, coaches, and teammates. Daniel watched quietly. He understood that behind every victory were thousands of hours of training, sacrifice, and dedication. Champions are not created in one match. They are created through daily effort. After the celebration ended, Alex asked, "What is the biggest lesson the World Cup teaches us?" Daniel smiled before answering. It teaches us to dream big. It teaches us to work hard. It teaches us to respect others. And most importantly, it teaches us to never stop believing. Alex smiled. I think those lessons are useful even if someone doesn't play football. Daniel laughed. Exactly. The greatest lessons from sport can help everyone. As the tournament came to an end, Daniel looked back at everything he had learned. He realized that winning is wonderful, but character is even more important. Respecting opponents, helping teammates, accepting defeat with dignity, celebrating success with humility. These qualities create true champions both on and off the field. Before going to bed that night, Daniel wrote one sentence in his notebook. Every great victory begins with one small step and the courage to keep going. That simple sentence became his daily reminder. And that is today's lesson. Remember, the FIFA World Cup is not only about football. It is about courage, teamwork, discipline, hope, and never giving up on your dreams. Whether your goal is learning English, building a career, starting a business, or improving your life, the same principles apply. Work hard. Keep learning. Stay focused. Support others. Believe in yourself even when the journey becomes difficult. Every champion was once a beginner. Every success started with one decision to keep moving forward. So never stop chasing your dreams. Keep practicing. Keep improving. And remember, your greatest victory may still be waiting for you. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next lesson.